no withdraw button. They just pay it out to your PayPal daily. Welcome back to the GPT Daily Show. This is Bags. Let's get stacking. And today we're going to be investigating another GPT website called TimeBucks. Now, you guys probably have heard of this one before as it's been around for quite a while, but I'm just going to go over a few of the things that I really like about this GPT site, how much potentially you can earn in the month with this website, and also just some of the things that differentiate it from the other GPT websites that are out there. Starting off here on the dashboard page, TimeBucks does look a little bit different than some of the other GPT websites. They do have a weekly checklist right here. So in the week, if you were to earn 10, 30, 50, 100, all the way up to $150 in the week, you know, that looks like what, almost a $20 bonus, $18 bonus there, just for earning 150 on this website, which the goal of these websites is micro earnings. But if you are, good at doing this stuff, if you have a little bit of disposable income and you're more than just a free to play player and you can invest a little bit into making it a little bit, you can definitely get to these thresholds here and kind of get into these little bonuses. But just kind of scrolling down, they have like the recent tasks. A lot of people have been doing offer walls and surveys here. You got like the survey bar, Facebook stuff, all of that good stuff here. But the main thing that I want to show you with this website, we're going to go over into the earning tab, is going to be just some of the offers that they offer and what makes it different than some of these other GPT sites that we've been using. So they do have the games here, like every other one. You got Torox, you got BitLabs, you got Primer, IT, all of those things. Torox is one of my favorites. I do like IT Studios as well. My chips is a bit of a hit or miss. If you guys want me to go into kind of some of the games that I really, really like from them, I can do that maybe in another video, but just kind of showing you what is available here on TimeBucks. They do have a current ladder as well. This resets every single week and it pays out the person, or I should say the people that rank the highest on the leaderboards there. They have another one here for BitLabs only. So if you did want to just focus on one specific offer wall, you can kind of narrow it down there. They have the recent completions here as well, highest payouts, last week's winners, all that good stuff here on the games page. But the main thing I want to show you after, I guess, surveys here, I'm never an advocate for surveys. They do pay a decent amount if you want to sit there and just kind of filter through if they're going to screen you out or not. Again, not my favorite thing. These ones I haven't done too much. There are some other sites I think are a little bit better for surveys, so I'm just going to kind of skip over that for now. They do have this task page where you can go in and actually either do free signups, you can follow them on Facebook, you can install a game or something, and then you just have to take a little screenshot and upload it here. I'll show you guys. I have one. I followed them on Facebook here. It was a 19-cent offer. I just took a little screenshot there. It was approved within like 20 minutes. So again, just a lot of things you can do to quickly kind of stack up the income on this website. Moving over here, we have all the actual offer walls. Like I said, I do like Torox. I do like Tier, if it's, I guess, not on here. I do like IT Studios as well. Pixel Point TV, if you are new here, is honestly a really good one. I don't know if they just nuked this kind of service off of the face of the earth or whatever they did, but this is basically YouTube, but they pay you a portion of the ad revenue. So every time you watch an ad, you score points, and then you can cash it out to TimeBucks. I was able to do this a little bit, but they kind of did something weird in the last few months, and it's not really tracking as well. So if you can get this to work, it's honestly a really nice, like, passive way to just kind of leave your computer on and just like let it play in the background or whatever you want to do. But again, they do have some interesting things on there. It's just one of the things that I know has paid in the past. Hopefully they fixed it, but as of the time of making this video, November 2025, it's not really been working very well. Getting over into one of my favorite things on this entire website, though, is this push click feature. We are all about easy, quick micro stacking of crypto and PayPal and whatever in the easiest way possible, the least amount of time possible. Here we are at the golden goose of that, y'all. Okay, so it might not be that much. All right, so it is every 2 hours that you click this button and you get a 2-cent payout. Okay, every 2 hours, 2 cents. Yeah, not crazy amount. And I know here it says 0.002. It is 0.02. I'll show you here in just a second. The cool thing with this is, one, it's every 2 hours. Two, it is stacking and cumulative of yesterday's earnings. Okay, so you get paid 0.5% of yesterday's earnings for every click. So, and the minimum you can make is 2 cents. All right, so here we go. They give an example. If you made $10 yesterday, you get 5 cents per click the next day. The cool thing here as well is that they also give you like a little lottery chance. 1 in 1,000 to win $1, 1 in 5,000 to get $5. 1 in 10,000 to get $10. I've been doing this for about a month now, maybe 2 months on this website consistently. I've won $1 about one time. I'll show you kind of in my earnings, but the main thing is that you do have a little chance to kind of increase your earnings as well. And the one thing here is that if you do an offer more than 5 cents, then your push click is automatically reset up to 24 times per day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do this right now. You gotta do a little CAPTCHA. I'll show you kind of how fast it is. Yeah, I'm a human, verify, awesome. And I just got my 2 cents. So I started out at 8 cents right here. I'll go and click the earnings, and here we go. We are at 10 cents, 0.3. Okay, and here's the 2 cents for the click. I'll kind of just go down just some of my clicks here. So here's a couple push clicks. Here's some clicks that I'll show you here in just a minute, just from offer walls and things like that. Here's a push click right there. This one right here is a push click where I did win $1. So again, just showing you it is possible to win more than the 2 cents here if you are consistent. Is just a way, to kind of, gamble a little bit without really risking anything. You're getting free cents anyway. But that's just part of the push clicks here. The cool little hack that I like to do with the push clicks is that you can get a push click, you do a quick little offer for 5 cents, you do the push click again, you push click, you go do one of these little clicks, which I'll kind of get into right now. Sometimes these do pay you a bit more. This one looks like it's about 2.6 cents. Sometimes there's ones in here for 10 cents, 5 cents, and they reset your push click for you. So always be on the lookout for that. What this clicks page is basically an ad campaign that you can set up, and you can either set it up or you can participate in it. So if we click, this right here, it's just going to take us to some random YouTube video. I'll watch this for maybe 5 seconds, and then I'll click out of it, and we'll hit a new click, and then it'll get credited into our account right there. Super easy, 5 seconds, all you need to do to watch these. I will be honest, some of these are paying you fractions of a penny, and those numbers, those zeros are correct there, so just be careful, how much time you spend in doing this and thinking how much money you're making when honestly you're making pennies. But the main thing is just for minimal effort, you are stacking earnings here on this website. And then going here to the advertise page, if you are an advertiser, this website does have some benefits for you as well. So again, as I mentioned, people are constantly clicking those ad clicks, and even though it's not the best target audience, maybe it's not the best click-through rate, if you just are purely off views and you want to show someone, hey, I got a ton of views on my video, or hey, I have a ton of views on my website, or something like that, you can start a campaign here and load up your account with some actual money, and then they will basically show everyone doing these campaigns or everyone doing these offers your website, your video, and it's just basically a way to get cheap views. You can kind of use their platform as a traffic source. So just something I think is cool. I've never really used it before, so I don't know too much about the data that you can get from here, but I do know people do it because I am the one that click on them and I kind of remember what they're talking about. So just kind of showing you what they do here with the ad campaigns. We're just going to barely touch on the latter page, very similar to a lot of other websites. Just, they have daily earners, they have monthly earners, they have referral earners, recent completions, things like that. Based on how much you earn in the day, where you rank on this leaderboard, you're going to get paid out a little bit of a potential bonus. So you have people on here making money every single day, and you can get kind of credited a bit more if you're one of the top earners. Now, going over the payment method, this is probably one of my favorite things of the whole website. So the first thing is that there is no withdrawal button on TimeBucks. Okay, payments are sent daily, automatically Monday through Friday if you reach the $3 minimum payout by the cutoff time, which again stated here is 11:59 New York time. But the crazy thing is that, again, this is such a set and forget website. Okay, you can either withdraw to Bitcoin, you can withdraw the Litecoin, Visa, PayPal, bank transfer, whatever you want to do. The main thing is that you set your Bitcoin address, you set your PayPal email address, you set whatever address it is, and you never have to initiate a payment again. Okay, you don't have to chase them for your money. They pay it to you without you having to do anything. Okay. The only thing that you do have to do is reach a $3 minimum payout, but doing that is pretty quick on this website, especially if you're doing some of the offers and things like that. But even with just micro stacking, even just clicking it here a few times every day, you're going to get there a couple times a month. And as I'm going to show you, it's definitely going to be worth it, especially if you're doing this on multiple websites, just kind of how much you can make in the month. But this is just a crazy thing. You set it, you forget it, you get $3, they pay you out. Easy, boom. crypto stacking at its finest. Now, as I always do in these videos, I'm not here to only hype up these websites. Okay, there are definitely some goods and some bads with TimeBucks, as there are with every other GPT site. So I'll go ahead and kind of get into some of the things that TimeBucks kind of falls a little bit short. And I'll start here in kind of the earnings page. So we're going to go over the offer walls. I'm going to be honest, some of these offers, they do not track very quickly, okay, compared to some of the other sites. For an example, Lootably and MyChips, these ones take, hours to days sometimes to track, okay, whereas on other sites, I do these same offers from these same offer walls and it's almost instant. So this one, just be aware that some of the games that you do on here, they are not necessarily an offer wall by TimeBucks themselves, so it does take a bit of time to actually track and process some of this stuff. So the main things that are instant on here, obviously the push clicks and the clicks, but some of these offers, like I said, they do take a bit of time, so just keep that in mind. Just one thing that I ran across when I was extensively testing this website, that it fell short against other websites that are similar. And finally, I just wanted to show you my total earnings here. I started this account, middle to beginning of October, so I really have not had it for that long. I've not put too much effort into doing any of the offers. The main way I've been earning on this website is mainly from the push clicks and the clicks themselves. There are a couple offers that are just really, really good on every single GPT website. Shout out Raid Shadow Legends, where you at? But hey, other than that, this is just from push clicks and from clicks here. So another negative to the site is if you're not really active in doing a lot of the offers, if you're just doing the push clicks, the earnings aren't crazy, but this is, again, very, very passive clicks per day. Okay, this is like 10 to 12 clicks per day, somewhere in there. We're making $14 in a month period. Like I said, the whole goal is we're doing this with multiple websites. If you're stacking these websites like you're stacking crypto, then your earnings are going to grow a lot more than you think they will, and over time, you're going to build a really, really nice portfolio, and you're going to look back and say, hey, I clicked that for 2 cents then, now it's worth 10 cents, and it was definitely worth something doing that took 5 seconds in the day. As always, if you do want to check out TimeBucks and try it out for yourself, I have the link down below in the description, along with an entire spreadsheet that I've been building over the last month, basically going over all of my testing of all of these GPT sites. I've been an avid player in the GPT site space for years and years and years, cashing out thousands and thousands of dollars from these websites. So again, here I am, just trying to give you guys the best info, trying to help you guys earn some money yourselves. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new here, like it if you like it, dislike if you didn't. You guys know why you're here. You like stacking crypto, you like micro earnings, you like mobile games, things like that. Share it with your friends if you want to show them some GPT websites. I'm not an AI. I'm an actual dude that just really likes mobile games, really likes stacking crypto. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. This has been Bags with the GPT Daily Show, and I'll see you in the next one.